can you confirm if there's a protest in the first place?
Oh, yes, sir. There has been a protest since morning. I think the protest started around 6 a.m. With traders, aggrieved traders who were clad in red armbands and red attire. So this morning's protest stemmed from an ongoing decongestion exercise by the Ashiaman Municipal Assembly. You know, if you are very familiar with the Ashiaman traffic lights, when you get to the Ashiaman township, the traffic light happens to be a hub for traders. But the congestion there has been enormous for years now, which has been one of the major problems that affects commercial activities there. And so the new MC decided to take it upon himself to decongest the area to ensure that pedestrians will have free access on the pedestrian road, which has been taken over by these traders. Most of these traders, these aggrieved traders who took part in today's exercise, are actually traders who have their wares in their own shops. But they've turned the pedestrian walkway into another shed for their shops. And so this has forced pedestrians to rather compete with vehicles on the main road, which in most instances results in accidents and knockdowns. If you are aware with news, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, there was a similar situation whereby some traders who were even selling on the pedestrian walkway were run over by a truck. And so it has been a major issue. So, over the weekend, the MC, together with the task force, decided to embark on decongestion exercise. Some stores were affected. I think that there has been a notice to these traders for the past 2 months to either remove their wares from the pedestrian walkway. Some of them were also affected in terms of the demarcation done by the assembly, who said some of these stores, which the lands were granted to them by TDC, were sited in the road, and so there was a need for the assembly to clear them, to allow for easy access, and also with regards to that of the imminent rainfall which we've been experiencing. And so the weekend saw a demolition exercise, a decongestion exercise by the assembly, whereby some stores were pulled down. But the remaining traders were also not in agreement with it, because according to them, their area has been they've been trading there for years, for decades now, because it forms part of the TDC agreement plan, whereby that session were given to them to trade, and so they don't find it why the assembly is trying to relocate them or demolish their structures. So that has been the bone of contention, and since morning, the township has seen a massive demonstration exercise. Fortunately, the police were on hand to ensure that the demonstration was peaceful, because it got to a point whereby there were some heated exchanges between the protesters and that of the policemen who were on grounds to ensure a peaceful demonstration. The MP for the area, I think Dr. Enozobe, has also been on the grounds to calm tempers down. I mean, he has been very instrumental, because according to the traders, they had earlier petitioned him. I think last year they had petitioned him before the election about the plan intention of the assembly to demolish their structures. So he was on the ground to speak to the traders and calm tempers, because he stressed the need that there's going to be a meeting between himself and that of the MCE to find a very win-win situation for everybody. So if you ask me, since morning, the aggrieved traders, the affected traders whose stores have been locked up since Friday, have been hitting the streets to protest over the assembly's decongestion exercise, which has affected them.